What's going on, guys? Merry Dragoon coming to you from the wild world of Magic the Gathering Arena. And in this episode, as you can already see up here in the corner, I have a major announcement. Super excited. I finally hit the mythic rank after a few days of grinding, and I'm already up to 379. So I'm in the top 400, and I've kind of been staying there throughout most of my matches. All right, now, for the point of this video, I want to show you guys a deck. It's not competitive. It's not going to get you to mythic, but it's going to give you the laughs. It is absolutely hilarious when it goes off. All right, so here it is. I'm going to give it a name. Now, I played it. I didn't have it named when I was playing it. It was called, I don't know, deck number 12 or something. It was just an idea in my head, but let's take a quick look at the deck list. The point of this deck, what you're going to try to do is use Underworld Dreams to kill off your opponent. And what is so hilarious is most people have no idea what's about to happen. They think they're going to win the game. I even get good games sometimes from people who are like, oh, you're down to 2, you're dead next turn. But the reality is, nope, I'm not dead. You're dead. Let me show you how it works. So what we're going to do with this deck is we're going to take a lot of damage early on. We're trying to get to 4 mana. Things don't really start happening until you hit 4 mana with this deck. And the reason that we go to 4 mana is we're going to just murder everything on the field. We've got 4 Shatter the Sky. We've got 4 Smothering Tides. We've got 4 Kaya's Wrath. We have 4 Time Wipes. This is the bread and butter of this deck. You play something, I blow it up. And you have to balance that with how much damage you can physically take from something. So how long can you wait to throw that board wipe down? How much pain can you endure to do that? Because you don't want to waste them and then need them later on when it's really important. Now, what we're doing while this is all going on is we're just slowly putting our mana down. And we're shooting to get an Underworld Dreams on the field or a Smothering Tithe on the field. And the reason that we want to do either one of these is because they work with our end game, our winning scenario, which is emergency powers. Let me explain what happens. Emergency powers says that each player shuffles their graveyard into their library, and then they draw 7 cards, and then you exile emergency power. So Underworld Dreams is going to do 7 damage to your opponent because it's going to make them draw 7 cards. Well, that's hilarious, but what's even more hilarious is this. With a Smothering Tithe on the battlefield, and in most scenarios, your opponent will be tapped out, so they're not going to be able to pay to keep you from getting treasures. You're going to draw 7 cards, create 7 treasures, and you're going to have a very high chance that you're going to draw a second emergency powers in your second set of 7 cards, which is crazy. That means you can immediately play another emergency powers just using the treasures and hit Underworld Dreams again for another 7 damage. That's 14 damage in a turn. Now that is with only emergency powers. But when we throw Folio of Fancies in, this closes the game. What happens is emergency powers goes off, you draw 7 cards, you get to put a card with 7 or less mana on the battlefield. That's either going to be Underworld Dreams or Smothering Tithe. Play emergency powers again, hit them for 7 more damage, or maybe 14 if you were able to drop another Underworld Dreams. Draw more cards. If on that second loop you didn't draw an emergency powers, which is pretty possible because at that point your odds are really low of getting one because they go into exile after you use them. So there's only 2 in the deck at this point. You're probably going to have a Folio of Fancies. You can drop that on the battlefield, pay XX, draw that many cards, close out the game. And I'm going to show you a perfect example of how that happens right now. Let's go take a look. All right, guys, let's see if we can make this Underworld Dreams deck do its thing. I'm super excited to try this Jankatank out. This deck is just absolutely insane, way out on left field. I have not seen anybody playing anything like it. But there's a reason. It doesn't win all the time, but golly, when it does, it's just hilarious. For our opening hand, I mean, we have 2 mana in here. I think we play this one. It's got a piece of our combo. And once again, the combo we're looking to put on the field is Smothering Tithe, Underworld Dreams into an Emergency Powers. So it's a 3-piece combo, which is why the deck is in the jank tank and not, you know, rated as some awesome deck. Although with a little help from Wizards, this could be something pretty neat. So throw me some cards for the next set. So he's playing an adventure deck, obviously. Let's go ahead and get us a white mana source. That'll get us set up for playing either Shatter the Skies or Smothering Tithe next turn. We'll take the Isle of the Plains, of course. It's the only thing worth taking, right? So here's where we're taking that damage early on. Ooh, he's drawing cards. I like that. I want you to draw cards later. So we'll go ahead and we'll do Smothering Tithe. We can take the damage off of the creatures he's playing here. So it's not a big deal. Remember, we don't need to worry about our life total so much. We can win the game with 1 health. So we're going to use that as a resource. So it's going to give us 5 mana next turn, possibly 6, depending on what we draw. Ooh, that's not good. All right. Should have blocked here. I'm sorry, clicking a little too quickly. That's all right. We can still take that, absorb that damage. Can't quite get to Underworld powers yet. I mean, emergency powers. Let's go ahead and wipe the board. He's gonna draw a card that's gonna give us a treasure. And I think we saved the treasure. Hopefully he gives us another one, because that'll lead us into emergency powers. He did. Let's see what he does to recover. He has lots of cards in his hands. Ooh! Ooh! Big boy on the field. All right, I think we just go ahead and hit the emergency powers button now. So we're going to make 7 treasure tokens off of this, and we're going to get to play something for free. So, ooh, we led right into another. This is perfect. This is just what we're looking to do here. We're going to drop that on the field. We're going to make 7 more treasure tokens. Let's go ahead and Shatter the Sky. Let's get this thing off the field now while we still can. Bye-bye, big scary monster. And that's what's cool about this deck. Once you start flipping the emergency powers, odds are so incredibly high you're going to draw a board wipe that it's almost impossible not to get one. Let's put black down because we need that to play more Underworld Dreams. Folio is going to lead us into more card draw at the end of his turn, and I'll show you guys how to do that. He's going to give us the treasure again. He doesn't have enough mana not to, I don't think. Oh, he's thinking about it. Walter, what are we doing, buddy? He's giving us the treasure. That's what I thought he was going to do. Lucky Clover. This could be nasty. If he has anything to follow up, he does. He might. He's got 4 mana open. Okay, that's a nothing. Big no-no. Okay, we're not too worried about that. All right, Walter, I think this is game for you, buddy. So we're gonna go ahead and use our treasures now to draw, and Smothering Tithe is gonna pay us back. Sort of. We're gonna spend 4 treasures, draw 2 cards, get 2 new treasures, which is so much value it's not even funny. Ooh, Harmony Plaza. I think we put that down. Yeah, let's go ahead and go into emergency powers loops again. He's tapped out, so we're guaranteed the 7 treasures off of this. Oh, look at that. Underworld Dreams, baby. Yes. Yes, please. Walter, my friend, I think that's game for you, buddy. You don't understand, do you? Walter has no idea. He's like, what are you talking about? It can't be game. Walter, my friend, I think it is game, though. Yep, let's go ahead and clear his mana dorks, just so he doesn't put anything big on field next turn. We could have used that mana to draw the cards, but we wouldn't have done 9 damage to him yet. So we're going to use that with the leftovers to draw cards at the end of his turn. And maybe we pick up an Underworld, an emergency powers again. Another one. Has he figured it out? Is he going to give us a treasure? He's giving us a treasure. Thank you, Walter. Thank you, my friend. He's paying for his own death here. Should call this death taxes. He's trying to figure out what to do. He's like, okay, if I can blow something up here. Anything you blow up, my friend, I'm going to react by making you draw cards. So choose wisely. Oh, he's going for the Folio. Well, too bad. We're going to go ahead and activate its ability in response. Good deal. Now, unfortunately, in this instance, he's going to draw cards with mana open. There's emergency powers. Buddy, that's game over. It's game over, man. He's going to kill our Folio. We're going to search for a card. Not a big deal. That leaves us with 4 mana. And we've got emergency powers for next turn. So game is over at this point. I just don't think Walter knows it yet. That's the thing about this deck. Your opponent never knows, like, how close their impending doom is. That's why it's so fun to play. Now, in all honesty, I've played it probably around 50 times, and I have a win rate of 37%. So it's not super competitive, but man, it's hilarious. The deck is just hilarious. All right. Thank you, Walter. Thank you so much, man. All right, guys, I want to thank you for sticking with me through the entire video. And if you have an idea for my next jank tank, just drop a comment in the box below. Give me the 3 or 4 cards that the combination needs in order to make the synergy happen, and I'll give it a try. Until next time, happy adventuring, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye-bye.